You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the May 14th meeting for the LaPorte County Sheriff Merit Commission. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the May 14th, 2025 meeting of the LaPorte County Sheriff's Merit Board. If you would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Laura.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. For those of you just coming in the door, please try to find a seat. I know it's crowded, but thank you for being here. Did everyone receive a copy of the minutes from the April meeting? Are there any corrections to those minutes that were submitted? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve as presented?
So moved.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
How are you?
Well, I'm good, but my allergies I wish it would just rain and maybe wash some of this pollen off. I'm a little stuffed up this morning and because of the allergies, but we're good. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
If I can I'd like to just point out that board member Jim Miller is not present, but we have 4, so we have a quorum. So, Sheriff, I'll turn this over to you.
Well, excuse me. Thank you. Begin the agenda off. I'd just like to say our thoughts and prayers go out to the New Prairie Junior Varsity Baseball team. As everyone is aware, they experienced a horrific crash on Thursday afternoon of last week. There's a couple boys that were seriously injured, and they've got a long road ahead of them. But we're very fortunate. It could have been a lot worse, but we continue to pray for their recovery. Our calls for service between March and April decreased. Our total calls for service decreased 21% from 2,440 calls to 2,281 calls of service. Our crash reports also decreased 29% from 97 to 69. Our traffic stops decreased 1% from 1,007 to 998. Our car gear crashes, however, increased 11% from 18 to 20. And year-to-date, compared to 2024, we took 8,259 calls compared to this year at 8,628 calls. We're about a 5% increase so far this year compared to the same time frame of last year. Excuse me. On May 2nd, Friday, May 2nd, Deputy Adam Needles graduated from the Northern Indiana Law Enforcement Academy. He's currently in FTO and progressing quite well. Deputy Needles was the last person we needed to become fully staffed, so we are excited to have him back from the academy and in FTO and hope to have him solo by midsummer. So things are really good. We're very pleased. Again, we're fully staffed, and it's a position that we have not been at in a while. So hopefully we stay there for quite some time.
Yeah, don't jinx us. I think you did that once before.
Right. Applications for the Indiana Sheriff's Association Youth Summer Camp are available through either one of the SROs or through Captain Allen. Again, this year's camp, we mentioned this last month meeting, but this year's camp will take place on June 23rd to June 25th, and that's held in Putnam County. I know you'd asked me last month, but that's where that's held at. It's a good time. The kids have a good time. Our SROs go and act as counselors, and I know they have a great time, and they look forward to it every year as well, too.
Is that over a weekend, the date?
No, I believe it's through the middle of the week.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. On Thursday, May 1st, Captain Smythe and I met with fair officials regarding the 2025 LaPorte County Fair. Once again, the Sheriff's Office will be providing security at the fair. If you remember, last year was the first year that we provided total security at the fair, and they didn't have an outside company. A third-party vendor company come in and provided some security as well. The Fair Board was absolutely pleased with the service that we provided them. They wanted us to do it again. We also were able to provide the fair with a substantial savings by just having the sheriff's office, and not also a third-party vendor out there as well too, that we were able to secure a $2 an hour raise for the troops out there at the fair going into this year. So we're very pleased with that, and again, can look forward to continue working with the Fair Board out there for years to come. The week of May 4th through the 10th was National Correctional Officers Week. I'd like to thank all the staff, the dedicated staff within the LaPorte County Jail, who do a marvelous job day in and day out. They're locked in with the jail, the inmates within the jail, and they're kind of out of sight and out of mind, so a lot of people forget that, but we just like to raise awareness of the good job that they do within the jail, and that they're a vital asset to the sheriff's office. This week, May 11th through the 17th, is National Police Week, with Thursday, May 15th, being National Peace Officer Memorial Day. That was enacted in 1962 by President John F. Kennedy. It's just a week to kind of remember the fallen officers who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. This week, they'll add all the names onto the wall of the memorial in Washington, D.C. of the officers who passed in the year prior. This year's combined law enforcement memorial program took place on Friday, May 9th at 11 a.m. with the lunch that followed. This was held at the Michigan City FOP Lodge, with Lieutenant Colonel Alan Williamson of the Indiana State Police being the keynote speaker. I'd like to thank those who all showed up and attended that program. It was a pretty good turnout and a pretty good crowd, probably one of the largest crowds that we've had there since COVID. Captain Dallas Smythe was successful in renewing our yearly Indiana Department of Natural Resource and Marine Patrol grant. We even were able to get an increase to $15,000 for the year from the DNR. We are only one of two counties in the entire state that received the increase, and that receives $15,000, the max from them. It's us and Lake County who received the $15,000. Nobody else receives that throughout the state. So I'd like to contribute that to Captain Smythe and the good work that the Marine Patrol do throughout the summer months to get that increase. On Tuesday, April 29th, Captain Smythe and I participated in a tabletop exercise along with emergency service personnel throughout LaPorte County in preparation for the upcoming Michigan City boat races. That always takes place the first weekend in August, but this is a year-round planning event that we do now because of the enormity of it and the as big as it's become over the years. This will be the 15th anniversary of that. Convention and Visitors Bureau is looking to expand on it a little bit to make it even a bigger event. I know they're going to have more boats there this year than any other year prior. So this is something that we now begin working on year-round, and it's I don't think a lot of people realize the time and effort that goes into plan and prepare for this. It's now going to be almost a week-long event versus just a weekend. So a lot has to go into it to make sure everybody stays safe. We will be resuming the ever-popular Fridays with Family Express. The first one will be held on May 23rd. We don't have a location pointed out yet, but I believe those run from 7 to 9 a.m. It's always a good event, good turnout, good interaction with the community. The Family Express Corporation absolutely loves having us there. They bring their social media team out and highlight it as well, too. So we're looking forward to get started back with that. Again, on Friday, May 23rd will be our first one. I'd like to congratulate Sergeant Adam Hannon, who was inducted into the Slicer Football Hall of Fame for his career as a defensive back for the Slicers back in the late 1990s. Sergeant Hannon probably would be upset that I would be mentioning this right now because he's a humble individual and doesn't like to take credit for his good job. On Friday, June 6th, Captain Andrew Hahn will be participating in the Salvation Army's donut eating contest held at the Blue Chip Casino. Captain Hahn will be returning as a past champion, winning the title in 2021. We expect great things from him. I know we've kind of been challenging him already, preparing him. He's got a long road ahead of him because the current record, I believe, is 15 donuts, and that was done by a state trooper 2 years ago. So this upcoming donut eating contest are bringing all the past champions in to highlight it and that. And if you've never been to it, I would recommend that you go to it. It's at the Blue Chip. It's become so large that they had to move it from the Salvation Army into the Blue Chip. And there's a lot of people that come in with banners and signs and cheering on the donut eaters, and it's whoever can eat the most donuts in 10 minutes. As one who participated in it many years ago, it's disgusting, to say the least. I had a fireman next to me, and before I even had half of a donut down, he had 4 of them down. He was dipping them in milk and shoving them in, and I realized I was not even going to compete, and I stopped right there because I was not going to punish myself. So, but if you do get an opportunity, I believe that kicks off at 9 a.m. Stop in there and cheer on Captain Andrew Hahn. Again, it's a very fun, lively event, so look forward to that. I do have several emails of letters of commendation. One is from Captain Joe Blake with the LaPorte Police Department commending Deputy Tyler Oberholzer, reference a suicidal subject on the overpass. Tyler was very instrumental. He had asked to speak with Tyler. Tyler responded and was able to talk the subject down, and I've included the email on that. We also received an email from Chief Marty Corley with the Michigan City Police Department commending Sergeants Lanou and Wilson, along with Deputies Dokmanovic, Sanchez, and Pesa, reference to an armed individual who ran into the Myers store after a foot chase. They helped assisted with clearing the store out, securing the scene, and even helped Michigan City run some calls as they were busy dealing with this individual. So they were able to get the individual into custody. You'll see the email there as well. And we received a letter of thanks from the Westville Elementary School, reference a donation of stuffed animals that we provided them not too long ago. You'll see the principal and all of them were very grateful and thankful for the donation of the stuffed animals that we did receive. Our next month meeting will be Wednesday, June 11th at 9 a.m. Attached was their Warrant Division, Detective Bureau, Jail Monthly reports. And also, as a reminder, we do have a pension board meeting following this meeting.
Thank you, Sheriff. Are there any comments from the floor? Comments from the floor. You don't have to take your time, just rush the microphone. No. Okay, hearing none from the floor, comments from the floor closed. Comments from the board? Jonathan?
Have none?
Ms. Mock?
No comment.
Wow, that was easy and quick. They must be going for a record. I just wanted to touch on a couple things. Number one, that you talked about the donut eating contest. I've been to the ones at the FOP, and I went last year when it was at Blue Chip. I wanted to see the state trooper who held the record at 15, and he must have still had enough donuts in his memory bank from the year prior. I think he ate 3 and just kind of kicked back in the chair and said, "I'm not doing it to myself." So it is an event that if you haven't gone to it, it is entertaining to see this, to say the least. And these guys and gals get into, I mean, like you said, Sheriff, they bring banners and T-shirts and their cheerleading outfits to cheer these guys.
They'll even dress up in costumes and everything, and it's a big to-do. It's gotten quite large, and it's really neat. And it's open to the public, so anybody who wants to come out and watch it, you don't have to be a participant or a friend of the participant. It's open to the public. I encourage everybody to come out and watch it and cheer on the competitors.
And they do have free donuts for the spectators as well. No contest there, though. So, The boat races in Michigan City, my gosh, you said they're planning on making it bigger. I really don't know how they can make it much larger than what it is. I think now it starts on Thursday with the ribbon cutting and goes.
They got a
Sunday.
golf outing on Wednesday, and then they're going to hold some other events at the beginning of the week. Usually the Wednesday golf outing was kind of the kickoff event leading up to it, but I know this year they want to host some events on Monday and Tuesday evening and then throughout the day as well, too. They've had to take up some of the general public parking and have additional boat parking because of the more boats that are coming in and that. So it's been challenging how they're going to get all these people in there. I would encourage that anybody who wants to go up and observe and watch the boat races on Saturday and Sunday, they will be having parking at the Blue Chip Casino, and they'll be running shuttle buses. So I do recommend that because of the expansion of the boat parking in the pit area. There'll be a lot less parking up there in the Washington Park area for the general public. So they're going to ask as many people as possible to park at Blue Chip and ride the shuttle buses.
I know it's not just the actual races itself that is a spectacle. If you get there early enough during the day to watch them take these massive boats and lift them over with a crane and put them in Trail Creek, it's the overall event that weekend is it's mind-boggling what
Yeah.
they do. So
It's a great event for the community, though.
It
It's
sure
become
is.
quite large. One of the next to the Indianapolis 500 is probably one of the largest events in the state of Indiana now because of the popularity and the growth of it.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you. I want to remind everyone we're still taking applications and nominations for Beyond the Expected that we present, the Merit Board presents every year at the Sheriff's Awards Banquet in January. So if you would take a look, see if you got anybody that you're working with that's done something beyond the expected, get that to any one of the Merit Board officers, and we will take care of that for you. I believe that's all I have. Anything else anybody have? Hearing none, to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a motion, to have a second?
Second.
Motion seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Meeting adjourned at 9:19 a.m. Thank you.